Hello, I'm Brook Hoover. I'm a guitar teacher. You might have heard of my band Surf Zombies. We used to play all the time, but now, hey, I'm really sorry about the virus thing right now. But best thing you can do is just hunker down and study hard on your instrument, and it really is helpful to practice and play. And we will be playing again together someday, everybody. So stay with your instrument if you can. I was going to show you my chord wheel. This is a lot of fun. So I use this when I practice quite a bit and write songs. What I recommend with students is we start with an E chord. And you give that a strum and make sure it sounds in tune. Make sure every string rings out nice and clear. And I try to get everybody to memorize that E chord. I know you probably have that down, but if you don't, that's where I start with students. Because on guitar, you've got two E strings, low and high. Next, I have you move. Oh, the reason it's purple is because Jimi Hendrix's Purple Haze is in the key of E. So to me, E sounds purple. Next, we jump over to an A chord. And the reason there's a reason these are in a certain order. The fourth note in the E major scale is A. So we say A is the fourth of E. And if you try it, E, A, with your guitar or keyboard or bass or whatever instrument, you'll find that they're pretty pleasant going back and forth. If you do 4 beats on E, 4 beats on A, and back, and repeat, you'll find that, it kind of sounds like a basic sort of a song of some sort. And there are, big hit songs that just go from E to A. We would say we're going from E is the root, so we call it the 1. A is the 4. So we're saying we're going from 1 to 4. 1, 4, 1, 4. But 4 beats per chord. And, that's pretty fundamental and basic. You want to make sure you can hear that and play it. E to A. Next, the fourth note in the A scale is D. And I'll play these in a little bit. E, A, D. So I would memorize E, A, D, then go back D, A, E. Now it sounds, instead of so two-dimensional, it's a little bit more three-dimensional sounding. It's a little more interesting. E, A, D, D, A, E. So once again, the fourth note in the E scale is A. The fourth note in the A scale is D. And the reason I made A brown is it's got kind of a warm sound. I don't know, it just sounds brown to me. The D is kind of a bright sound, so I made it orange. Just for fun. E, A, D, D, A, E. Make sure you've got those down. You can move slowly, or smoothly. E, A, D, D, A, E. Next, we'll go E, A, D, G. G is the fourth note in a D major scale. So we say G is the fourth of D, D is the fourth of A is the fourth of E. So practice E, A, D, G, and go back. G, D, A, E. Let's add one more. E, A, D, G, C. C I made yellow because it's sometimes like really cheesy songs are in the key of C. Alright, so C is the fourth note in a G major scale. And notice I made white borders around these chords. It's because they're kind of the normal, safe, pleasant, common chords on guitar. I'm going to put this down and play those chords just to give you an idea what it sounds like. Here's E, A, D, G, and C. Maybe I'll just do E and A. sounds like it could be something. There are songs that go. Yeah, E and A. Now we'll add D. That sounds kind of cool. It seems like a lot of AC/DC songs are E, A, D, and G. Like sort of like that. You could do power chords. And backwards. Wow, that sounds pretty cool to me. Let's do G to C. Remember that green to yellow? I call that like campfire, cowboy campfire music. You're like, and that's extremely common, is this set. Massively common. So I was doing G, C, G, C, G, C, D, C, G, something like that. So those are your most common, safe, good, normal chords. Now, notice how these colors are kind of dark and muddy and spooky. I have put some funny little illustrations, like the F, I put a fly on it, and the A#/B flat, I've got a graveyard. Here we've got like a crazy wrestler guy. On D#, E flat, G#, A flat's got like lightning. C#, D flat's got a skull guy. F# or G flat's got surf zombies on it. Oh no. And then we've got another skull over here on the B. So that's why skulls and graveyards and flies and terrible things. Lightning. Because these are bar chords. And this is, this is the safe zone for guitar players. And we say, hey, we're in the key of F. Suddenly it's like, what? What's F? So I kind of made them kind of muddy, scary colors. So A# and B flat, it's the same thing. D#, E flat, same thing. G#, A flat, same thing. C#, D flat, same thing. F# and G flat are the same thing. And B is B, pretty much. So we made that blue. So what I would like you to be able to do is make it all the way around the circle and back to E. And so if these chords are a problem, you might, we'll help you. I'll help you. I'm going to do the whole circle. E, A, D, G, had to check, C, F, B flat, E flat, A flat, D flat, G flat, B, and back to E. So if you can make it around the circle of fourths, you're doing pretty good. And I would recommend memorizing it too. So that might be kind of a project for some of us, but that's okay. I mean, I didn't know anything about this till I was quite a bit older than you are. But I love to warm up with this. It helps me when I'm writing a song. I'm like, wow, what chord goes after a D sharp? A flat. Now what? C sharp. F sharp. They just sort of pull. And okay, so when we go in counterclockwise, they're fourths. Circle of fourths, we call that. Now, when we go clockwise, they're fifths. Who makes this up? So the fifth note in a C scale is G, fifth note in a G scale is D, fifth note in a D scale is A, Fifth note in an A scale is E. The fifth note in an E scale is B. Fifth note in a B scale is F sharp or G flat, same thing. Fifth note in F sharp is C sharp. The fifth note of C sharp is G sharp. I'm just going to say sharps now. The fifth note in G sharp is D sharp. Fifth note in D sharp is A sharp. The fifth note in the A sharp scale is F. And the fifth note in the F scale is C. I'll just play those for you one time just for fun. Here goes. C, C, F. Wait a minute. Go the other way. Here we go. C, G, A, B, F sharp, C sharp, D sharp, D sharp, F, C. Pretty good exercise. It gets you out. Like, I really get stuck writing a lot of songs in the key of E and A. It's people kind of tease me about it. So, I'll try to get out there and do something in F. I mean, you might have a key that you're really comfortable in. Like piano players probably like C a lot. I've got friends that write a lot of stuff in D sharp, E flat, or C sharp, which is cool. F sharp is a very good rock and roll chord key. F has got they all have a certain quality. Like F has got a really tight, tense, kind of tough sound. So you kind of this will get you out of your comfort zone and push you into all keys so that, you're not just stuck in one small part of the, the possibilities. It gets your sound will get bigger if you can make it all the way around the circle. Circle of fourths, circle of fifths, you can call it a chord wheel. I've got one of these in my chord book, my guitar chord book that I made, that you might see one laying around somewhere. But if you have any questions, look me up, let me know, I'll help you out. I'd be glad to. So, get working on your chord wheel. And if you need any more examples, I'd be glad to give them to you. So I'm going to waddle on back and turn off the camera, and just want to say, try to keep practicing, and we're going to get through this crazy time together. Thanks.